What's going on, Modern Warfare 3 forum? This is Sweaty Groat bringing you his first ever gameplay commentary on Modern Warfare 3. In this first commentary I thought I'd take some time to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about myself, and also then talk about the gameplay later on. A little bit about myself. My real name is Luke, as some of you might know. I live in York, North Yorkshire, married to my wife who's called Kim. I work in construction with my brother and my dad, which is kind of a mixed blessing. They kind of look after me really good sometimes, but then it can be a nightmare when you have a fallout with each other. My wife works as a legal secretary in York City Centre. She's got a good job, so if she ever divorces me, I will be in big trouble because she'll probably get everything. A little bit about hobbies and the things that I kind of like. Obviously I like video games, especially Call of Duty. I also, for some reason, like gardening. I have quite a big garden at York, and my dad's big into gardening, so he kind of influenced that. I also like going out for drinks in York, which is a fantastic city for a drink, and I also like going out for meals, and spending money if I can. Also big into DIY. I'm currently building an extension on my house at York. We're just trying to get the roof on that at the moment. Sadly, putting the roof on it at the moment is a bit of a problem because 2 weeks ago I managed to dislocate my right shoulder at work, reaching out for something. Didn't realise my own strength. Managed to pull my shoulder out of its own socket. Ended up in hospital, being given gas, and it being snapped back into place, which I have to say was a particularly nasty experience. As some of you might know, and I've posted a few little cheeky photos, I have two pets, two bunnies, a German Lop, which is called Daisy, which is obviously the female one, and a mini lion Lop, who is Henry, who is the boy. Quite funny really, so when we put them both together, Henry hasn't quite figured out how to have proper sex yet, so all he does is hump Daisy's face, but he wants to watch doing that because she might just bite his little piecey off, which would be quite funny. So anyway, a little bit onto Modern Warfare 3. Well, it's certainly very, very similar to Modern Warfare 2. I don't think anyone can deny that. You know, the menu's the same. The way the game feels is pretty much the same. Obviously, they've improved certain things like the point streaks, specialist, got rid of the danger close noob tubes and things. I don't honestly think the maps are as good in this game. I mean, Hard Hat's a good map. Mission's a good map, Dome's a good map, but I think there's a lot of maps that are a bit subpar really. Bakara's not exactly inspiring, Carbon's trash, Downturn's trash. It's a bit of a mixed bag really. There's 3 or 4 of the standard maps that I think is really good. Some of them have grown on me though. I mean, such as Seatown I couldn't stand at first. Now I think that's quite a good map. And certain maps play better in certain modes. Such as Carbon, I really can't stand that map, but in Search and Destroy that map plays really good. One thing they do need to sort out, obviously at the moment, is all the glitches going on, like the damage glitch and the token glitch. I mean, it's just ridiculous that people can be one-shotting people with an MK14 in core. Let's hope they ban those people for a couple of months and give them some punishment. But it's Infinity Ward. They just don't seem to test their games properly before they're released. How many glitches were there on Modern Warfare 2? Plenty. How many glitches were there on Black Ops? Hardly any. And we're already only 4 months into Modern Warfare 3, and we've already got loads of glitches, which is kind of sad really. But who knows? The new maps could be really good. Hopefully the lag issues settle down. I mean, I'm hosting this game you're watching. Connection is nice. The connection in the game where I get a Moab both times is nice too, but then other times I can host and it can be absolutely horrible. It can be half a clip of rapid fire into someone at point blank range and they don't die, yet they turn around and one-shot me with a silenced CM901 or something ridiculous. So they really do need to find that consistency that's not really been with Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 ran very smoothly. It's a shame the Call of Duty series since then has been affected by connection issues, both on Xbox and on PlayStation, plus PCs struggling now with Modern Warfare 3. We know, Daddy servers of course, as fandom tells me quite often. Okay, a little bit onto the gameplay now, what we're trying to achieve here. So obviously we're playing in a group, we're playing domination on the hard hat. As general tactic is to obviously control 2 flags and try and spawn trap them at the 3rd flag. So obviously we will always want to control B, and we obviously want A or C. Preferably normally we'd rather have A and trap them at C. This is the general tactic on domination. I've played with people who go around trying to triple cap all game, which is fair enough for XP and points, but there is a greater risk of losing the game in my opinion, or getting shot in the back consistently. And I've yet to play with one person who enjoys being shot in the back. So the best way is to try and just cap 2 flags, let them take one, and it normally works better. As you can see here, we've triple capped and now they're all trying to push A, and it's all getting a little bit fraught really. It would be better if they took A and they had that as their spawn point. You know, they can spawn literally anywhere around us now. You know, it results in a few deaths for a few of us. As far as class loadout goes on this map, I think it's kind of a good map for SMGs and shotguns. You know, the striker is a good choice on this map. SMG wise, the MP7, the PP90M1 is another good choice. The UMP, which Brofsky swears by, also a nice choice. I really don't see the point in using assault rifles, 3-round burst assault rifles on this map. The hip fires are not good really, apart from the Type 95. You know, your movement speed is slow, your ADS time is slower. You know, it's just not, there isn't any shot on hard hat that you cannot hit with an SMG from any range. You know, the range is all close to medium, which is what SMGs and you know, striker with range proficiency is kind of designed for. If you're using the striker, you know, I know Phil, who uses it quite a lot, recommends you take an MP9 just in case you do get any like long shots as you look up, say, towards A to C, or from one end of the tunnel to the other. That can obviously help you a little bit. Perk loadout wise, I'm using sleight of hand, which is obviously pretty useful on shotguns and on SMGs because you need to reload quickly. I'm using hardline because against our group, people aren't going to get many EMPs or UAVs, and I like to get my Predator missile and my helis as soon as possible. In a good game of domination using hardline, it's possible to get like 4 or 5 Preds and 3 or 4 helis per game. That's how you achieve 40 plus kill games. You know, they're not all gun kills, obviously it's helicopters and Preds too. They can be achieved using specialists, but it's obviously a little bit harder in my opinion. Specialist is a good addition, of course, to Modern Warfare 3. A lot of people like to use it when they're trying to go for Moabs, or another nice trick is if you're trying to level up fast, if you put Specialist on, go play Kill Confirmed, put some double XP on, you can get some crazy XP to rank up quick. Anyone who's still going to be leveling up after Christmas, which is many of you, if you want to level up quick and there's a double XP weekend, I would recommend using the Specialist package. Anyway, that's just about the end of this game. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. If there's anything you want to see in the future, just send me a message. Thank you. See you later.